Hello, and welcome to the second episode of Knitscents. My name is Jan, and I am your host. I can be found as Jan Allen RN on Instagram, on Ravelry, on Facebook. You can find my Facebook page, Knitscents, and we also have a Knitscents group on Ravelry, and I hope you'll come and join us there. I just want to say a word of thank you to everyone who has made such supportive and encouraging comments on my last podcast. I am so humbled and grateful for all of the support that I've received. It's why I'm back doing it again, or trying this again, because I am just so thankful for all of the encouragement and all of the kind words from everybody who took the time to write. So thank you, and I welcome you all back, and welcome to all our new viewers, which I hope you will spread the word, and I hope you will continue to join me. A little bit about this episode. We're going to talk a little bit about Scentsy. I have some knitting. I have some spinning. I have a finished object. I do. I said that one of the reasons I wanted to do this podcast was because it was going to keep me on task, and it was going to kind of make me accountable for what I was doing, and it did. I had to push myself to finish it because I was kind of sick this week, but I had to do it because I had to record. So this is working out as a real good positive. So I do have a finished object. I have a project that I'm going to show. I haven't started yet. It's actually a knit along that will start next week. So I'm going to give you a little bit of info on that. And I think my stash enhancement, most of my enhancement had to do with projects that I started. So we'll show that too. So let's jump in. We're going to talk a little bit of Scentsy. Now, last week I described and explained pretty much what Scentsy is and why I love it so much, because, gosh, what's going on with the hair this week? Oh, I'm going to blame it on the rain. Why I love it so much. I love to fragrance my home. I love to have scents going in all of the rooms of my house. And I like it when it smells like what it's supposed to smell like. So that's one of the reasons I discovered Scentsy and why I love it so much. Last week I talked about the warmer of the month, and which is the Lumina Pumpkin. It's that cream colored pumpkin I showed. And the scent of the month, which is Coconut Pumpkin Pie. And both of those are 10% off for the month of September. The other thing that I wanted to talk about this week, and yes, we do have to do the glasses. I came to that conclusion after last week. I just wanted to give you a brief look at the new harvest brochure that Scentsy has. This is our fall and Halloween warmers. So I just wanted to give you a quick look at those. This is our new haunted house warmer for Halloween, which is absolutely beautiful. If you decorate for Halloween, this is like a must-have. It's big, it's intricate, it's absolutely beautiful, and it's a great way to scent your home with all of the fall scents and decorate for Halloween at the same time. So that's one of the new warmers. I want to give you a look at a couple more. There is the jack-o'-lantern over here, which is a really adorable purple jack-o'-lantern with a purple witch's hat on him, which is called Bewitched, which happens to be my ringtone on my phone. So I guess I have to say I have a soft spot for that. Two more I want to show you are, one is my favorite, I have to say that, is the Scarecrow. Because first of all, I think he's the happiest Scarecrow I've ever seen. I think he's absolutely adorable. But I actually like this one because I think this will take you all through the fall season. You can use this for Halloween. You can use this, I think, right up until you start your real holiday decorating. So I'm actually partial to the Scarecrow. This is Itsy Bitsy. He is a little spider. He sits in this little wire holder. That is his legs. And then these two are totally different. These are scenes that light up from the inside with the bulb that melts the wax, and they each have a different Halloween scene, which I actually love. And right in the middle here, what you're seeing is Vlad the Bat, and that is one of our buddies. And what the buddies are, they're actually stuffed toys that have an opening in the back, and you put inside a scent pack, which is one of those packs that I showed you last week. And these are great for kids. And which brings me to really the other thing I wanted to talk about this week, Scentsy-wise, which is that Scentsy does a lot of charity work and giving to different charities. And for this particular catalog, for the fall winter catalog of 2015-2016, they have chosen to donate to the organization Autism Speaks, which is an organization that is very near and dear to my heart. And so I wanted to just let you know that the product that they've chosen is this little guy here. This little guy is just so cute. And what he is he is Bernie the Buddy Fly. And you can see him down here. Okay. And again, what this is it is a really nice sized stuffed toy for kids or adults. And he has an opening in the back that you put the scent pack in. So he has a fragrance that you can choose. And like I said, they do have some very kid-friendly fragrances. You don't have to put the fragrance pack in there. He's just an adorable stuffed toy, just if you happen to love stuffed toys. I'm going to read the description of how they describe Bernie the Buddy Fly. And it says, "Let sweet friendship flutter and take flight with Scentsy's newest cause buddy, Bernie the Buddy Fly. This cuttlebug might still be growing into his wings, but he already knows how to be an extraordinary friend. Help Bernie learn to fly, and he'll help you right back." And I just want to let you know how it works. When you purchase Bernie the Buddy Fly, Scentsy will donate $8 from each purchase directly to Autism Speaks, which, if anybody is familiar with that organization, they do a lot of work helping children, adults that have this very complex disorder. They also help families that are helping children, adults, and loved ones that have this very complex disorder. So they do a tremendous amount of work. You can find them if you are interested in any of the work that they do. You can find Autism Speaks on Facebook and get a lot of very inspirational updates and information on what they're doing on their Facebook page. So that's what I wanted to cover with Scentsy. Again, if you are interested in anything Scentsy, if you want to know what it is and how it works, again, my first episode did go into that. You can always contact me. I will have all of my contact information listed in the description box below. I'm going to try and get really fancy with editing, and I'm going to see if I can't do like that really fancy thing where you put and you say, like, here's my information right here, and it just sort of pops up. Now that may be very optimistic thinking on my part, but I'm going to try. So that's why this time I'm not going to say, you can find my information right here. Maybe it'll pop up, maybe it won't, but we're going to try. But for sure, I will put it in the description box below so that you can contact me with any questions. I'll have my website up if you want to browse the catalog. You can look on my website, and I can also email you a copy of the actual catalog itself, the full catalog that we have, which is a two-sided catalog this month. So if you're interested in that, I can email you a PDF copy of this catalog. If you would like one, just comment in the comments below or go to the Knitscents group on Ravelry. Let me know and send me a PM with either your email address or your home address if you want a hard copy of the catalog, and I will get that out to you. And now on to the knitting. Well, because I finished what I was working on last week, which I will get to my finished object. I have a finished object. I know, I'm so excited. I probably said that already, but whatever. Here's some of the 2 works in progress that I have going on now. And the first one is another pattern by Laura Nelkin. It's not a mystery knit along, but I absolutely love this pattern. This is called Triplex, and I thought I was being so totally prepared by pulling all of the patterns and everything up on my iPad, but I did not pull this one up. So just bear with me for a second, and I am going to pull it up so that you can get a look at what it looks like. But while I'm doing that, I just want to tell you that what I did, you can purchase the pattern by itself, but you also can go to Laura's website, and she has kits available that come with Laura's pattern, the yarn from Jill Draper Makes Stuff, and the buttons that you need to sew on in the end are made by Jenny the Potter. And you can purchase those kits from Laura's website. But this is what, oh gosh, I hope this works. Okay. This is Triplex. And basically what it is it is a convertible pattern that you can wear as a shrug. Come on. Swap over. It's not going to work for me, is it? Okay. Let's see. You can wear it as almost like a poncho type garment. You can wear it almost like a sweater. And it's difficult to show it on here because I have to say, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know if that's going to work for me. I probably likely won't wear it as a shrug. And when I saw it in person at Jill Draper's booth at Maryland Sheep and Wool, that was it. I was done. It just sits so nicely. And what you can do, the way I'm going to wear it, is more like a shawl, but with the point in the front, the point in the back, and then the buttons would be running down the shoulder. And it's a super, super simple knit. It's 2 colors, and you carry them up the side so there's no ends to weave in. And basically what it is it is just garter stitch and drop stitches. Probably showing the wrong side. There we go. So it's a really fun knit, and that's the progress I've made on it. I love the colors. I love the denim. It does come in other colors if you want to buy the kit, and different style buttons by Jenny the Potter. I'm going to try and dig those out. Let me just show you the buttons that came with the kit, because I did get the kit. And these are the buttons that will go on it, that are ceramic battery buttons from Jenny the Potter. So that is work in progress number 1, and it's coming along. And then last night, when I finished my FO, I started a new project, and I am so excited to be knitting this. It's Painted Desert. Let's see if I can pull that right. And it looks like that. Okay, it's a design by Carol Sunday, and this is a true poncho, and it's knit in a very unique way. And I have to say, I was a bit confused when I started it, but I got some very good help from a very dear friend. Thank you, Marion One, because if you hadn't helped me last night, I'd probably still be sitting there trying to figure it out. But that's the pattern. And again, you can download the pattern. You can do it. This particular one that I showed you is a version with 14 colors in it. She has kits available for 14 colors in 2 different color shades. That one and in a more blue tone, denim-y combination. She also has kits available to do it in a 4-color version, or you can download the pattern and choose your own 4 colors, 10 colors, 14 colors, whatever you would like. The pattern is very, very well written, and if you don't purchase the kit from her, she gives you a lot of advice on how to choose the colors to use, on how to make the colors that you do choose work, where to put the lighter ones, where to put the darker ones. So it's a very, very well written, well thought out pattern. Again, and you'll see what I mean, why it was a little bit tricksy to start. I haven't gotten too far. What I did was I wound up the beginning colors that I need to start with. I did not wind all 14. That job I couldn't face it. I couldn't do it. I was like, I wound what I did. So what I did was I put them in Ziploc bags so that I know which color is which, and I labeled them. And here is what I've done so far. And it starts with a ribbing. And let's see if I can get the right side of the wrong side. Here we go. Okay. You start with ribbing, and then it goes into the stockinette section, which is part solid stripes and the part of the Fair Isle. And what happens is, the way she does this in a very unique way, your ends will end up being the fringe. So you're not going to have all of these ends to weave in. What this does is makes the fringe on the bottom of the poncho. And she shows you how to start knitting. You're only knitting flat. This is not knitting around. Okay? So what she does is she shows you how to knit that first row and leave enough for the fringe, and then go back and knit from the ball. So I know it sounds kind of confusing. It's actually, once you do it, it's really simple and it's genius. What you end up with is one side with no ends to weave in, and the other side where all the ends are turn into the fringe. So I'm really, really looking forward to knitting this. I've been enjoying what I've gotten done so far, which isn't really much, but I love the pattern. I think it's absolutely super beautiful. It's really, really nicely written. I can't wait to get up to the Fair Isle part, even though that means I'm going to have to wind the remaining skeins, which that's probably the only part of this that I don't like winding. So here's the rest. Part of stash enhancement, I guess you could say, because this did come this week. These are the remaining colors that are going to go into it. There was a total of 14 colors, and some of them, the ones that you would need more of, came in the 50-gram skein, and she also included an extra 20-gram skein so that you wouldn't run out. But essentially, what's here, let's see it better from this side, this is all of the rest of the colors that will go into the poncho. So I've really, really enjoyed knitting this. I'm enjoying working on it, and I'm looking forward to making progress for next week. And I have one more project that will be on my needles, I'm hoping next week, and that is a knit along, another Laura Nelkin. This is the last knit along from the 2015 M Club. And this is going to be a cowl. This actually isn't a mystery knit along. We know that it is going to be a cowl, and it is going to be knit from this skein, and I'm just going to make it easy on myself so I can actually see the colorway. It's Knit Circus yarns, in the Moody Blues colorway. Okay, and it is very long gradient. And it's my colors. I absolutely love turquoise and black. And that's exactly what this is. This looks like it's just turquoise, sort of well, actually it's solid leaning to a semi-solid, going into the charcoal black in there. And also, because it's one of Laura's patterns, it came with beads. So we know it's going to be a beaded cowl. So when the knit along starts, I will cast this on. That will be my next project. And just a note, if you are interested in the M Club, Laura will be having sign-ups this Saturday, which is tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Time. If you're interested, you can go to her blog and find out all the information. I will link it in the description bar below so that you can find out all of the information and sign up if you're interested, because it is such a worthwhile club to join. Laura uses, I've joined her club. This is my second year. This will be my third year. I've already signed up. She uses some of the most talented indie dyers for the yarns. She has colors that are dyed specifically for her patterns. She chooses the beads to go perfectly with the designs, and she always includes goodies in her packages, so it's always a nice surprise when you get them. But what I really think is the best value of the club is Laura's videos, her tutorials, and her help. When you get the pattern, the links to the pattern, there are always links to videos that Laura does to help you with the tricky bits. She's always stretching and teaching and encouraging you to learn more, but she always follows with the support and the help. And I know this because I've done it myself. She's always available on Ravelry for help and support. So never feel that you're going to be left behind or a design is going to be too complicated or too hard for you to do, because if I can do it, believe me, you can do it too. And Laura, there's a saying on the forum, no knitter left behind, and they really mean it. Laura and a lot of her test knitters and helpers and moderators are always available to encourage you, to help you, and to make sure that you can finish the project and enjoy knitting what you're knitting. And to that end, I have a finished object. I completed my Mouette Scarflet, which was a bonus pattern from this year's M Club. Now, I wove in my ends. I have to say, I am extremely proud. I do not weave in my ends. Usually I finish something, I block it, and I leave it, and I weave in the ends as I'm running out the door when I want to wear it, or more likely I just don't wear it because I didn't weave in the ends. But I wanted to show it today, and I want to show it with all the nasty little ends hanging out so you can see they're all gone, they're all knit in, but I didn't block it yet because it's been so humid here, and being brioche, it is thick, so I figured it would take a while to dry. But I did finish it, and I love this. This is an absolutely adorable accessory. Okay, here are the ends. The ends are beaded, so it is beaded brioche, and essentially you just loop it around. Now in the kit, Laura did include this wooden circle, so I'm going to just take this whole thing out. This came in the kit, so that's how you loop your scarf through the circle. And again, with her kits and designs, anything that you need other than the needles and things like that, anything that you're going to need to finish the pattern, Laura will include in the kit, which is just wonderful to know, because I wouldn't have been able to pick out something that worked so perfectly with the design, and it never would have occurred to me to knot it through this loop the way that she did, but now that I know, I'm going to be doing that with a lot more of my scarves. But at any rate, that's it. That is my muette, and it's all done. Here's the opposite side. Like I said, I didn't block it, so it's a little harder to see. It was just an absolutely challenging, fun learning experience. So that's my knitting. And I do have a little spinning. I do. I have been spinning on this braid, and I can already see that the color is just absolutely not showing up anywhere near as beautiful as it is. But this is Knitty and Color, and that is Sarah, who is just absolutely lovely. The name of the color, sorry, I know I'm crinkling. Stop the crinkle right now. Okay. Ultralight at Night, and this is Superwash Fine Merino. It is so soft. I can't, oh my gosh, it's just like a cloud. It doesn't even feel like merino. I don't know. It's just super soft. And Sarah's colors are just really, she has such a unique aesthetic. She puts colors together that you would never think go together, but they do. And I just absolutely love her sense of color. If you haven't checked her out, it's Knitty and Color. She has sock links, she has yarn, she has fiber. Here's what I've done so far. Let's see if I can get that on up there. Not too much, but that's what I've spun so far. And what I did was I split the braid in two. And I think I'm debating whether or not to Navajo ply it, but I don't think I'm going to, because the color changes are not really long. They're actually more of a speckled, or I don't even know how you would describe it, but it's just like a painted top. So what I'm thinking is that I might try fractal spinning it and see if that will keep the colors from muddying, because that's the one thing I really don't want to do, is muddy these beautiful colors. So we'll see, but this is what's left of the first half, so I haven't gotten too much done. So hopefully next week I will have at least that half done, and then proceed on to the next half. Also, if you are a spindle spinner, you should check out Sarah's husband does beautiful Turkish spindles, and that is Subterranean Woodworks, and I will also link that below. He makes absolutely beautiful colored Turkish spindles. So check that out if you are a spindle spinner and you would like to try one of his amazing spindles. So I think that is it for the knitting and spinning. We have a contest. Last week I opened a thread for these two skeins, and your odds are really good, because I locked the thread just before I recorded and we had 3 entries. So here's my random number generator. Okay, I've put in from 2 to 4, and I'm just going to pull up so that I can see, and I'm going to hit generate, and the number is 4. So Busy Mind is the winner. Busy Mind, you've won 2 skeins of Shibui sock yarn. Okay, I thank you so much for your really lovely, encouraging comments. I thank everybody who took the time to write a comment in that thread. If you will email me your real mail address, or PM me your real mail address, I will get these sent out in the mail to you. And this week I am going to open a new thread, and I have 2 skeins of Claudia hand-painted sock yarn. So, okay, and it is in the colorway Magic Elixir, which is a pebbly neutral. There's actually a bit of maroon and pink in there. I don't know if that's showing up really well, but it's a really, really pretty combination of neutral beiges with some pinky tones in there. So I'm going to open up a thread, and what I would like you to do, I am over summer. I've had it. I'm done with the summer. I'm ready for fall. So I'm going to open a thread, and the prompt for the thread is, tell me what your favorite thing is about fall. What do you love about fall? I will lock the thread before I record the next time. Let's hope we record again. And I will pick a winner from there. Again, the prompt is, what is your favorite thing about fall? Please, you need to be a member of the group. We were kind of lax this time, a little bit lenient, because we're new, we're just getting started, and, well, you know, rules are rules. But so if you can, join the group, post in the thread, and we will draw a winner next week. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you to those who came back. I am so grateful. I am really, really happy. Please, again, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, tell me what you'd like to see more of. Any ideas, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to gather input. I really want to make this our podcast, our knitting time together. So have a wonderful week, and I hope I will see you again next week. And between now and then, knit with sense.